welcome to Board Games Daddy. I've done a crazy thing and I went after dead TCGs. So I decided to invest here a little bit on Munchkin Collectible Card Games. So in the next videos I'll be opening these starter decks. Stay tuned. This video will be dedicated to Munchkin Collectible Card Game, the starter set for Wizard and Bard. Wizard on blue, Bard on orange. There you go. This is a wizard clearly, but I don't see a bard here. That's strange. So, what do you have here? Inside there's a booster pack. They offer a booster pack, and you'll find the 2 hero decks, the 2 hero cards, the level counters, tokens, everything you need to start playing this game and to try it out. So, without further ado, let's open and see the cards inside. And while I do this, because I want to save the box, I'll do that carefully. Just to remind you that we are very close to get to 3,000 subscribers, which is a huge mark for me. So if you like this video, don't forget to reflect that on your subscription, especially if you are a Munchkin fan. I have lots of content that I will bring, a huge Munchkin collection, so I would really like to have you as part of this community. Okay, so what do you have inside? There's a manual, which is the same between decks. It's an old piece of paper that explains you everything. This is a different CCG because you'll be playing a little bit like Munchkin, but attacking opponents like a normal card game. So you'll equip, you'll level up, and that's it. So you also have a booster, which I will use for a reel. These are the level counters. Okay, they go to 10. Okay, this is the money that you can get to buy cards, which is tokens. So these work as money, they work as damage, so they are very versatile tokens that you have. There's a list of the cards that are between the decks. So now I've noticed after opening the previous deck that there is a core part of the deck, which are the cards specific for your class or that given class, and then there is a slot from here. These cards, they are exactly the same. Here you see, if I do this, you have different cards within each deck, specific ones for the classes, and then if I do this, these cards are the same. So quite disappointing, to be honest, because it means that these decks are like half equal to each other, which tells me that this initial set doesn't have lots of variability, at least on the starter decks. But anyway, let me show you the decks. The Human Wizard, which you can zap to reduce the gold costs of the next mischief card you play. Beelzebub. 2 Beelzebubs, which are monster for wizard deck. The Blood Geyser. Crash and Burn. Forked. Hack-a-Box. Hack-a-Box, it's with an axe. It's not really a wizard thing, but Jazz Hands. Kaboom. Squinted Robes. Looks cool. Smug. A big dragon there. Stick of Suffering. Unfairgrounds. Zorch. And then the neutrals are the same. The Barbarian, the Blandy McBlunderson, the Bodyguard, Budget Sasquatch, Card Shark, Chainsaw of Bloody Dismemberment, Crusty Disgust, a Drop Bear, 11-foot Pole, Pharaoh's Oxide Monster, Gazebo, Hammer Time, the Lame Goblin, Land, RNGesus, the Vanilla Mantle, and 2 Walking Dreads. And oh, the Bard is really an orc, so that's correct on the cover of the box. where you could see the bard there. That's really the bard, looking like a rock star. Oh, the warrior is also a centaur, so they don't need to be humans, indeed. What they need to is to open, but this thing is, I can see it there, but it's not popping out. So I'm gonna put some push that away with the cards on the back to see if I got it. Okay, so what's the power of the orc, the bard? So when a card is moved face down to your stash, which is a part of the game where you bluff things, and then those can happen or not, and then you move them to the stash if you end up not using them as expected, and then you can move that card into your hand. This is an interrupt, so you can have it back to your hand and use it again, reuse it. 99 bottles. Draw a card and discard a card, and encore. After this resolves, stash it instead of discarding it. Stash it instead of discarding it. So I don't know. Instead of discarding, you stash it? No, you stash this card. Okay. Yeah, you stash this card, so you can encore one fois. More times, okay. The backup dancers. Zapped. Target hired monster gains 2 attack for this fight. Then squish this. So yeah, that's why they are the backup dancers. So they come in, they help you, and then they get squished. Squishes, they die. So Elvis impersonator, the Freebird, irresistible disco, boom, boom, psh, boom, 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 psh. The mosh pit, woo! Take 2 damage, then deal 1 damage to all allies. Allies? Or what are allies? Your friends? And why would you take 2 damage? All allies. I don't know what an ally is. Is it a creature or ally? Yeah, so what's the play here? You take 2 damage, you deal 1 damage to all allies. Would you also damage? You probably damage allies from the other player as well, because you create the mosh pit and all the creatures go there and I don't know. For this fight, this gains +1 for each face down card in your stash. Okay, so that's why you wanted to pump the face down cards. Starstruck. Stick this to a target ally. Yeah, so the other guys are allies as well. Ignore that ally's ability. Starstruck. He became Starstruck. Look at him. Oh, I'm Starstruck. The danger zone. Okay, so yeah, I'm getting the reference here. So this is Top Gun. There's a pilot, and the music is Highway to the Danger Zone. Highway to the Danger Zone. This guy comes into play. This comes into play. Zapped. It's a location. Okay, when any hero plays a mischief card with a gold cost of 2 or more, that hero takes 1 money. When any hero, so works for both. That's why it's a danger zone. Trollolol. Cancel a mischief card. Trombone. The Vuvuzela. And then the neutral cards that we've seen on the other deck. All, as I mentioned in the beginning, they're all the same. So the support part of the decks is the same, which I would gladly like to make some changes to make sure, since I have some spare cards from the boosters, to really make a character deck using character cards. But I'll do that offline. So that's it. I hope you have enjoyed. Don't forget to leave a like, consider then the subscription, be part of the community, check the channel, all the card games and board games that I have there, where I truly believe that you'll find interesting content. So thank you for watching until the end, and I see you in the next one. Goodbye.